Hello traders, this is an update of the results of my SPXL Day Trading Plan that I've now been trading with real money since May 24th, 2022. What you're seeing on the screen is the year-to-date results, so from January 1st, 2023 up until now. And the reason why I'm only showing you that portion is because before the new year I was trading other things as well, so the data, it doesn't really make any sense for the SPXL trading plan. The other thing is this update is a long time coming, and I apologize for that. I've been under the weather lately and just very busy, but here we are. It's August 26, 2023, and this update makes it look like this plan is doing very poorly, and in some regards it is recently having some trouble, but I'll explain why I'm not really worried about that long term, and the data that I've collected that helps me feel confident that this is just a temporary drawdown and we are going to pull out of this, and in the long run this thing is going to continue to be profitable. So right now you're looking at the P&L curve year to date, and you can see that we have dipped down into the red for the very first time this year. But this P&L curve isn't a very good representation of the trading plan results. This is actually a representation of me changing the share size throughout the year, as well as the natural drawdown that we're experiencing right now. And you could see that if we look at my total account value, you can see how the account value has grown. This is again year to date, and at the beginning of the year we were trading with about $900, and I continued to deposit money as this thing proved itself. You could see how we were having all these green months back here, and months that were very near red, didn't even quite get into the red. So that was very encouraging to me, and I thought, okay, let me just continue to make deposits into this thing so that I can increase my share size. And that's what I did. But the only problem with that is that as you increase your share size, when the market does start to cause a drawdown in your plan results, then the increase in share size is going to have a bigger impact on your P&L curve, and that's why we've come down below zero. If we would have been trading the exact same share size all the way through the year, we would not be in the red right now. We would still have a drawdown here, but we would not be in the red, and I can show that to you with my trade tracker, because on my trade tracker, I only track the results of one single share. So that's like normalizing, what they call normalizing, and that means that no matter what happens with the wins and losses, that the results are not going to be affected by changes in share size. So it just shows you kind of the real results of the trading plan based on the market conditions, regardless of the share size. You can see that all of the trades are set to a share size of 1 as we scroll down. I'd have to go very fast because a lot of data there. And if you look at the P&L curve here to the right, this is tracking back from the very first real money trade back here on May 24th up until now. And you can see that the P&L curve is still in the green despite this huge drawdown. And that's the difference of tracking one single share, or if I was trading one single share, and how what we've really done, we've pretty much doubled our share size at this point compared to what we were trading at the beginning of the year. The other stuff that's very encouraging, and I want you to pay attention to, is backtesting data that I've collected now since 2018. And again, this is with one single share size, and this is, I'm going to make a comparison. I have backtesting with one single share and then backtesting with a $10,000 account. So using, or I should say using $10,000 positions on every trade. And you could see the vast differences in the P&L curve, because when we look at the normalized curve here, which just trades one single share, you could see how this thing just kind of bounces above zero, drops below zero, breaks out, comes all the way back down below zero. This is after trading for about 2-3 years, and then finally breaks out. Again, this is just one single share. So you can see that, yes, this thing is profitable long term, but it really struggled to get in the green or stay in the green for quite a while. But what happens if we look at this same P&L curve, but instead of trading one single share, trading $10,000 position size? So this is like a fixed dollar amount position size, but the number of shares are going to change because as the price fluctuates, you can buy more or less shares. So now let's look at that curve. So you can see it starts out very similarly, which you would expect it to, and comes down below zero, but then breaks out much sooner. Let's look at this part of the curve compared to over here, notice how it came back down below zero. This is the one single share, and here is 10,000 shares. You could see that it had a big drawdown, but never came down below zero. And this is where we are right now. This is the year to date. So what this part of the curve represents is a comparison of my actual P&L with me changing the share size, changing the account size. Remember, the account went from like $900 up to about $2,400. But here, this represents using the same exact account size all through the year, and the share size is only going to fluctuate with the price of the stock. That's all. So these are $10,000 positions, and you could see that at the beginning of the year, the P&L was $8,500 approximately, and right now we would be up about $11,000, even considering this big drawdown. So that, in a nutshell, hopefully, is why I'm not really concerned about what we're going through right now, and I'm going to continue trading this plan exactly as is. I might hesitate a little bit to deposit more money in the account, or I probably am still going to make another deposit this month, but probably just wait a little bit longer. Anyway, that stuff doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect much long term. The real point here is that this thing is profitable long term based on all the data I've collected. What you're seeing here is the effect of increasing the share size, doubling the share size, and it coinciding with kind of a drawdown in the trading plan. So please stay tuned, and let's see what happens as the year continues to play out and we get back in the green, which I am confident is inevitable. And you'll just have to stick around to see what happens. If you're interested in this trading plan, I do have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/tradingarmor. No pressure, but it's there if you're interested. And if you have any questions about this or the results, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. As always, what I recommend is going into every single trade with a trading plan, and ideally, hopefully you have some backtesting data. You can see I've collected a lot of backtesting data on this trading plan, and that's what allows me to withstand, a huge drawdown like this, where we were up $90 on the P&L and now we're down $5. It would be very difficult to continue to trade this if I didn't have data that tells me, hey, this is a temporary thing. We're essentially looking at this at a microscopic level at this point when you compare it to my backtesting data, which has about 5 years worth of data now and shows long-term profitability. So that's really what we need to focus on, that this thing is profitable long-term, and we just need to keep doing the same thing and keep collecting the data and seeing where it takes us. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. As always, go in every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.